Hello, anyone not still living in the 1970s? We interrupt your day to bring you this announcement. Husker Ninja is in the building. Alright, guys, you're here today with episode number 9 of the Carolina Panthers franchise, right here on Madden 25. And to get started, like I said, I lost the footage to weeks. I believe it was 10 and 11 or 11 and 12 or something. So I'm going to show you the box scores for those games. You can see we took the loss to the Patriots. It was a pretty good game. Cam did okay. Brady had like a touchdown and a pick, I think. 63 yards and 2 fumbles for Jonathan Stewart. He was a big reason why we lost. Steve Smith, 17 catches, 245 yards, 2 touchdowns. He had another good game. But Aaron Dobson, the rookie for the Patriots, had 9 catches for 140 yards. And then defensively, we had 7 tackles from Luke Kuechly, tackles for loss for A.J. Klein and Josh Norman. And a sack for Hardy and Short and Lotulelei. An interception. We had a pick from the rookie corner Melvin White, and he had an 8-yard return. It was in the end zone, I believe. But the real issue, Ted Ginn, we had a chance to steal the game late, and he fumbled on a kickoff return, and that was that. So Ted Ginn really cost us in this one. He had a lot of return yards, but he also had a critical fumble, as that allowed us to lose. Then we come back and we stomp the Miami Dolphins 42-14. Sorry, FG, your Dolphins were no match for the Panthers here today. We won the turnover battle. What was that? 2-0. Had 526 yards of offense. The Dolphins actually racked up 410. But they only had 14 points to show for it, and that was after the game had already basically been decided. Cam, 337 yards, 5 touchdowns, no picks, a 124 QB rating. He had a pretty good day. Tannehill, 357 yards, 2 touchdowns, but 2 interceptions as well. And then rushing-wise, Stewart had 14 carries, 156 yards, averaged 11 yards a carry. Also had a touchdown. So a big bounce back for Jonathan Stewart after a rough game against the Patriots. 24 catches, 337 yards, 5 touchdowns for Steve Smith. He had himself a mammoth ball game. And he's really continuing to, put on a show in what could potentially be his final season here in the NFL. We don't know if he's going to retire next year or not. I believe he actually set a record for receptions in a game, yards in a game. So yeah, set a few records there. Defensively, Kuechly had 8 tackles. Tackles for loss for Thomas Davis, Kuechly, Lotulelei, Hardy, Addison, Melvin White. And sacks for Thomas Davis, Kuechly, Lotulelei, Mario Addison. And defensively, Captain Munnerlyn had 2 interceptions. He had himself a pretty good ball game. But yeah, that'll do it. Now we're going to get into, I believe this is week number 12 or 13. I think it's 12. We're playing the Tampa Bay Bucks at home. It's week 12. And so we are going to be taking on Tampa Bay at home. And it's a first down right now. Back to pass is Cam. He's going to be picked off by Levante David. And David, the former Husker, the former black shirt, is going to return this one inside the 25. Not a good start to the day if you are Cam Newton. And we'll see if Mike Glennon and this Buccaneer offense can take advantage. And they will almost immediately. That was Shepard making the nice grab. Now Newton's back to pass on 2nd and 11. He's got Smith wide open over the middle. He's got a big catch right there for him, as that will give him the single season receiving yard record. So he's having himself a fantastic season. Right there, Stewart will have enough for the first down on the carry. A 2nd and 6 now, and he's going to be picked off again. This time that was Deshaun Goldson, I think, with the interception for the Tampa Bay defense. Their second turnover of this first half. Right there goes Doug Martin inside the 5 down to about the 3. Tampa Bay looking to take a big lead here early. Martin with the spin move, he'll get into the end zone. And it's going to be a 14-0 lead for Tampa Bay here. Newton looking to really help this Carolina offense get going as Steve Smith will make the catch over the middle. He's got a first down. On 3rd and 10, they'll go to the curl route. Steve Smith will have enough for the first down. 3 catches, 51 yards for Smith today. Right there, he's going to make the grab underneath. Cut up field, he'll have another 3rd down conversion. And on a 4th and 7, Newton throws. Dropped! That is going to be dropped by Steve Smith. He's had himself a fantastic game, fantastic season, but he can't hold on to that one. But right there, Norman going to turn it back. Norman going to get his offense the ball back in plus territory with the INT of Mike Glennon right there. And now the Panthers need to take advantage. Throws toward the sideline. Steve Smith has the catch inside the 30. 5 catches, 80 yards for Steve Smith so far today. 2-minute warning, ball at the Tampa Bay 29. Newton throws up top. Smith jumped up, climbed the ladder, and hauls it down at the 1. It'll be 1st and goal. He just climbed the ladder. Barron had no shot. Steve Smith going up, climbing the ladder, and he's going to haul that one in. Not going to get into the end zone, but the Panthers are 1 yard away from pay dirt. And they're going to finish it off with a tight throw into a pretty tight window right there for Steve Smith. But he's got the touchdown, and Carolina is on the board. They trail 14-7 here toward the end of the first half. They get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. Smith will make that catch. He'll break a tackle. He'll cut up field out across the 25, and that's some breathing room now for this Carolina offense to operate. A 3rd and 9, back to pass. Newton unloads. Smith jumped up, high pointing that one in between 2 defenders. And he's got a big 3rd down conversion, and that'll give him the single season receptions record. They're on 4th and 1. They'll give to Stewart. He's got the 4th down conversion down to the 34 of Tampa Bay. Now with 3rd and 3. Loads up wide open all alone. It's Steve Smith, and this baby is tied at 14 pending the extra points. Busted coverage right there. Steve Smith going to make him pay. He's got the touchdown. And now we're tied at 14. Brand new ball game here in Charlotte. Glennon throws. Jackson wide open. He beat his man. He's got that one out into Carolina territory. And so a 3rd and 1 now they'll give to Martin. And Doug Martin will have enough for that first down. Now a 3rd and 9 from the 10, 3:44 left in a tie ball game. Glennon's back to pass. Pressure comes. He's going to be dropped for a loss. Lotulelei coming up with the sack. And Tampa Bay would settle for 3. So 3:03 left. Carolina's down by 3. A touchdown will win it. They'll give to Stewart, who'll put on the spin. Will break a couple tackles. And Stewart will have enough for the first down as he'll bust that one toward the sideline. Now a 3rd and 14. Smith will make the catch right near the first down marker. And they are going to have to measure it as he was right at that first down marker. And it looks like he's just short. It'll be 4th and inches, minute 53 left. And they got to go for it. Newton on the QB sneak. He has enough for the first down. And they've got it out to the 41. Now a 3rd and 5. That pass caught over the middle by Smith. He's got this one into Tampa Bay territory, down to the 41. 2nd and 10 now. They'll give to Stewart. Stewart's got the edge. Stewart down the sideline, out across the 30, down to the 25. Newton's back to pass. Almost has a man open. It's Smith down inside the 5. Down to the 6 goes Steve Smith. It'll be 1st and goal. Newton throws. Caught by Smith. He's going to get into the end zone. 40 seconds left, and Steve Smith has just given the Panthers the lead back. A big-time game, really big-time season for Steve Smith. 1st and 10, Tampa Bay in trouble now. 20 seconds left. They need a touchdown, and they'll get some solid yardage right there. Set up a 2nd and inches now from the 44 of the Panthers. Lennon back to pass. Pressure comes. Unloads deep. He's going to be picked off. Intercepted for the second time today by Josh Norman. And that is going to be about all she wrote, folks. 10 seconds left. Tampa Bay out of timeouts. And Norman with his second interception of the day. Cam finishes 18 of 30, 270 yards. He had 3 touchdowns, couple costly interceptions in the first half that allowed Tampa Bay to build the lead. But in the end, he finished with a clean second half and was able to help him get the win. 18 carries, 83 yards for Stewart. Smith, 17 catches, 260 yards, 3 more touchdowns. Defensively, Kuechly had 7 tackles, 4 from guys like Norman and Lotulelei, 2 tackles for loss for Kuechly, 1 for Hardy, Davis, Heath, 2 interceptions for Josh Norman. And Carolina's going to get this win by 4 points against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, as we are now going to move on to week number 14 against the New Orleans Saints. And you can see they are 1 game behind us for the divisional lead. And we're going to take them on in the Superdome in New Orleans. We'll see if we can get the win, build a 2-game lead over the final with 3 weeks to go. Breeze and New Orleans will start with the ball. Robert Eacham will make the grab underneath. He's got that one out across midfield, already inside the Panthers' 20. And so Breeze is back to pass. He's going to unload. That'll be caught by Jimmy Graham. And Jimmy Graham will have gain of 10, set up a second and inches. And now Breeze wants to pass again. Wide open is Marquez Colston. And that'll set up a first and goal. Now third and goal. Throw underneath to Jimmy Graham. He's not going to get in. Set up just shy. And New Orleans settles for 3. Now they unload deep. Steve Smith beat his man. He's got that one out across midfield. A gain of 45. Steve Smith continuing to have a monster season. And if indeed this is his final year, he could go out with a bang as he tries to make his mark on the record books. Already set a few single season records, but he wants to make his mark on the career record books as well, reach inside the top 10 in some of those key categories. Steve Smith will get that one into the end zone. He made the underneath catch, cut up field, got into the end zone, and Carolina will take the 7-3 lead. Now Breeze back to pass on New Orleans' next possession. That'll be caught by Stills, and he'll have that one out across midfield. Kenny Stills, a gain of 30. And this Carolina defense has looked suspect here in the past few weeks. And that'll be caught by Jimmy Graham again, just shredding this Carolina defense. 4 catches, 56 yards for Jimmy Graham. On first down throw, and that'll be caught by Stills inside the 5, down to the 3. They're on third and goal now from the 10. Breeze, pressure comes, he's dropped. They came with the blitz. Greg Hardy got to him and dropped him for a sack. And again, this Carolina defense holds to a field goal. Now Newton back to pass, caught by Smith. Smith cuts up field out across the 45, down to the 46. They're near midfield now. And Newton back to pass, throws caught by C. Smith out along the sideline. He'll get that one out to the New Orleans 40. And Cam's completed 7 straight passes. First down from the 28. Newton unloads, caught by Smith, and Smith's into the end zone. He made the little catch right there and made the defender dive for his shoestrings and whiff. And that's an easy touchdown for Steve Smith. And New Orleans would, however, be able to drive down the field and get into field goal range. And so just before halftime, they will put up 3 more points. It's a 5-point game at the break. And now we jump to over halfway through this third quarter. Second and goal from the 4. Breeze, pressure comes. He's sacked. A.J. Klein with the sack. I believe he's first, maybe second-year player out of Iowa State. And on third and goal, they go to the screen. Darren Sproles has the edge. Sproles gets a block, and he's into the end zone. And New Orleans now leads by 1. And Stewart's going to cough up the football. Jonathan Stewart had a couple costly fumbles in the loss against New England 3 weeks ago. And he's got another one right there as New Orleans will take that one in for the end zone. What a turn of events here as Stewart going to fumble again. Another fumble for Jonathan Stewart. And he is not having a great past couple games. 4 fumbles in his last 3 contests. And Sproles looking to make him pay. Capitalize, but Sproles will fumble it. And somehow New Orleans is going to get it back. 2nd and goal now, looking to make it a 2-score game. They will. Finally punched that one into the end zone. It's a 15-point game. Cam got to try and lead a comeback here. Steve Smith with the catch. He'll shut off one man, get that one out to the 44. 14 catches, 191 yards for Smith. Newton unloads. Caught by Smith. He's got his man beat. He split 2 defenders, and he's got that one inside the red zone down to the 20. Now a 4th and 3. They'll throw. Smith going to make the grab inside the 5. It'll be 1st and goal. Newton back to pass. Caught by Smith for the touchdown. And it's back to a 1-score game here in New Orleans as they try to mount in the 4th quarter comeback. Will the Panthers? Smith's 3rd receiving score of the day will put him back into it. It's a 9-point game. Did not get the 2-point conversion. Or that was a 2-point conversion try right there. Didn't get it. The onside kick will be recovered by New Orleans. And so a 3rd and 5, 4 minutes to go here. Man in motion for the Saints. Breeze back to pass. Throws over the middle, caught by Sproles, and that is not what you like to see if you're the Panthers. Now 3rd and 10 coming up on this 2-minute warning. Can they get a stop? Hold to a field goal. Breeze back to pass. He's got Thomas, and Thomas is stood up short. That'll take us to the 2-minute warning. They settle for 3. On 4th and 3, Smith is going to be unable to hang on to that one. They moved in down the field trying to make it a 1-score game. Steve Smith couldn't hang on in the tight coverage. Stewart, 12 carries, 50 yards, 2 critical 3rd quarter fumbles that really turned the tide of this ball game. So Stewart has really cooled off over the past few weeks. Steve Smith continuing to heat up. He had 326 more yards, 3 touchdowns on 22 more catches. But that is going to do it for me. I will see you guys next time. Have a great day, everybody.